Ricardo, 3 months later, where are you now in terms of weight? Where were you? And just give a quick intro.
My name is Ricardo Luna. I started working with you, Eduardo, since May, almost end of May
Mhm.
2025. I was weighing around 231, 232 pounds when I started with you. And now, 3 months later, I've lost 20 pounds, lowest I've been in over 4 years.
4 years?
Yes,
How do you feel now? We're 3 months in.
bro, it's great, bro. It's great. Um, Lots of progress, just hungry for more.
Mhm.
And excited to get to where I want to be, physically.
Mhm. And
But
I guess, yeah, go
it's
ahead.
been
Go ahead.
it's been it's been an interesting 3 months. I've enjoyed the journey. I will say that.
Mhm. When you say interesting, like, what do you mean by that? You tell me a little more about that?
But anyways, so interesting in a way that it's helped me realize a lot of things that I wasn't seeing. Having like the tough conversations with you and having that mindset shift that I could not see because I was just in this
Mhm.
little box or circle that I wasn't seeing outside of that. I was just going with life and living without prioritizing my physical health.
Right, right. And those tough talks, tell me again, because we had a few. I'm being honest, we did have a
Yeah.
few. Which one stuck with you the most? Because I want to take that same approach in my future clients. What was that light bulb conversation we had that made you say, you know what, like I need to change now, or I'm gonna stay stuck like this, even with
It was that one time that I had said I was going to work out in the afternoon. It was a Saturday evening. And then I had a buddy reach out to me and he was inviting me to go out just because we hadn't seen each other in a while with some other friends. And
Mhm.
so I decided to go out with them and did not prioritize my workout that day. And then you called me, you FaceTimed me, and then you told me um a bunch of things that like fuck it hurt.
It hurt.
Like
Uh-huh.
it was the things that I did not want to hear, but I needed to hear, and I didn't like it, but I needed that. And I needed that like reality check.
I do remember
And
that.
after that, and after
Mhm.
that, bro, I've been locked in.
I know, bro. Like from my perspective, bro. Like I always say, like I say this con amor, because bro, I don't like saying that.
But we
Like,
need to. We need you to say
I
that.
know. And I'm just like, I want to be nice or do I want to be kind to him right now? I'm like, I need to be like kind. Like he, you hired me to get you to where you want to be, and I'm like, if I gotta sting him a little, slap him up a little bit to like get him to realize, like, yo, bro, this way of thinking is the reason why you are where you are now. How much longer are we gonna keep thinking this way until we want to actually become who we want to become?
Yeah. So
And
that was really really good. Just even the tonality change you had. Like, damn, like you have been so cool up until that point, and it's like, okay, let's take this shit serious. Like, it's not just for fun. It's not just oh, he's gonna tell me to do these things, but without putting in the work, I'm not gonna get to where I want to go.
I'm glad that we had that talk. Okay, now let's segue into the questions. Like, I remember when we first hopped on our call, you had some goals that you wanted to achieve, like the person you want to become. I guess, can you elaborate a little more on that? And why is it that you needed coaching in order to get there?
It started, my own business, doing sales and solar residential, and then was so focused on getting to a point financially that
Mhm.
I kept disregarding myself for a few years, even like after I graduated from college,
Mhm.
and started building up bad habits that reflected in my physical health.
Right. Right.
And even though I was having success in other areas of my life financially, I was not feeling fulfilled
Hmm.
because I kept gaining weight and I was not confident. My energy levels were low. And I wasn't realizing that my physical health goes in alignment with other areas of life. I realized that I was in a point financially that I was happy, and that I was comfortable, and that comfortability were not in alignment with the rest of the things I wanted to do in life. And so I focused more on like five pillars that I mentioned to you.
Hmm.
My physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and financial health. And
Hmm.
so I started to put in more work. Then I decided to book a call with you. I had been seeing your posts, your Instagram for over a year, and my ego wasn't letting me realize that I needed help, that I
It was
needed
your
to.
wait. So that's what was happening. It was
Yes,
your ego. Okay.
because I thought I could do it by myself. Just like, I I was having success in my business. I was like, "Ah, fuck this. I can do this by myself. I don't need somebody to tell me how to lose weight. I know that I just need to go to the gym and I need to eat healthy.
Hmm.
And that's it." And then, 1, 2 years went by and I was still the same place, is not if not even in a worse place than where I was, with no progress. And
Hmm.
so I got tired of that
Hmm.
and I booked a call with you. And then after that, I liked how you structured everything, in my calendar so that it could fit in my lifestyle, in my calendar, and I would have no excuse to put in the work and
Right.
therefore get the results.
I think this is very common in Latino culture, especially. You know, Latinos, but we're always saying tengo que trabajar. Ah, no puedo, tengo que trabajar. What was that trigger for you that you said, you know what? Let me reach out to someone to help me because I can't do it on my own.
Yeah, no, but just like you said, last year and the year prior to that, it was
Mhm.
just, this workaholic mindset. And every single day, wake up, go to work, 10, 12 hours a day of work, then get home,
Mhm.
eat, if not, just eat out somewhere at a restaurant, or just buy some garbage food that was putting me in a worse position than where I was physically.
Mhm.
And so those things kept adding up
Mhm.
every single day. Oh, I don't have time. I just literally don't have time. That was the mindset. Like
Bro,
I wake
yes,
up, I get
thank you. You said it. You said it perfectly. That's the mindset. Yes. Uh-huh.
yes. I was waking up, okay, I'm tired of it's another day of work, or let's go to work, get home, I'm tired. I need to rest so I
Mhm.
can be in a good spot tomorrow. And that's it. It's every single day. And then the weekend comes, you have time, I had time, and I was just making up excuses. Like it's
Mhm.
excuses.
Mhm.
And so 3, 4, 6 months later, I would, every once in a while, I would weigh myself and I would see myself 10, 20 pounds over where I was, months prior.
Wow.
And then I was like, okay, let's start putting in the work. And I would start one day of the week, 2 days, and I could not be consistent. I
Mhm.
could not be consistent, even though I said, okay, I got this. I'm gonna do this. I can lose this weight. I would commit to doing it, but then I had no plans. I had no strategy on how to lose the weight, and so I would fall back to the same bad habits that
Yeah.
I was having.
Right. Right.
And so it got to a point that this year again, I realized, okay, this is just the same thing happening. It's been over a year and I'm trying these things and it's not giving me any results. So then that's when I decided to reach out and look for help and see how you could help me with your program.
So I guess what are you trying to accomplish in the future, and why did you think coaching was the way to get there?
Yeah. I started mentoring with a very successful guy that actually made me think differently and get better, push to get better on those 5 pillars. And
Right.
I didn't realize that I was working just, to to get better in one of them, which was the
Yeah.
financial health. But then I was disregarding the rest of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked me what these things. He told me this thing. He said, if I get 1% better at the rest, the other four,
Mm-hmm.
physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional,
Mm-hmm.
financial is going to be the byproduct of
Mm-hmm.
the work that you're putting in. So as a leader, as a business owner, how can I serve my team? How can I serve everybody that works with me at 100% if I'm not physically well, if I'm not at my energy levels, at the energy levels that I need to be, if I am not, confident, and if I am showing up to work with low energy levels, all of that
Mm-hmm.
is going to reflect in the rest of the things that I do on a
Right.
day-to-day basis.
Exactly. And so you mentioned something like your physical health improving will allow the business to grow as a byproduct. So tell me a little bit more about that. Like, how has that improved your business now that you've lost these 20 pounds and you've gotten in better shape over time? What have you noticed?
Yeah, well, first, other than the confidence and the energy levels, I kept telling myself, because in the business that we do in sales, right, personal development goes in alignment with the rest of the things that we do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And if I'm not getting 1% better physically, then how can I ask my team to get better in other things, right? So the way I saw it is I first have to lead myself, get better in physically so I can ask my team to do the same. If I'm in bad shape, how can I get the respect that I need to have from my team, from my prospects,
Mm-hmm.
right? People will respect you more. People will want to work with you because you have this maybe it's the energy that you have, that you look more attractive, right? All
The
of
way you
those things
carry
going
yourself.
exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
All of those things go in alignment with the work.
And what has your team said about this?
Well, bro, I'll tell you, it's been really rewarding how everybody has been noticing the changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like getting the compliments and the way they respect, like you can feel the respect from other people because I don't have all of the time in the world in my hands, but I have been prioritizing it. I have been pushing my team to also do the same, right? And so them noticing the progress has pushed some people to also start working on themselves.
Like physically?
Yes.
No way.
And
I
so
didn't know this.
yeah, like we have a chat where we post how we're starting the day, like if we're working out, if it's late at night, anytime, whatever we're doing, anything that is going to bring fire, anything that's going to motivate everybody else, we post it on the chat. And so if it's in the morning and some people are working out, now people are starting to post, okay, hitting the workout, boom. And then if somebody's not hitting the workout in the morning and we get home late at night, we're doing the check-in.
Mm-hmm.
And so that has
Mm-hmm.
become now part of the culture
I was about to say
where,
the culture is different now.
yes.
Wow. Bro, I didn't know that. Oh my God, dude. I have a fat smile on my face right now. One, bro, I'm so proud of you. Like, especially like us first generations, like we have a lot of like sense of duty to give back to our parents that we like disregard our health in the process because we believe that as long as we provide, that's how we're showing love. But us trying to adopt this new mindset of no, like it's not just about the money, it's being healthy so I can continue to build the wealth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I think we got lost along the way. But now that you chose a different way of thinking, not just your family is more taken care of, your team is also inspired by you. And obviously that's gonna affect the sales because now they're more confident in keeping promises to themselves. They're going to be able to sell with more conviction. The culture is better now. Like basically, what you started to work on bled into everyone else's life for the better. Is
Right.
that about right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So I want to talk about the accountability because at the end of the day, bro, if you can't keep yourself accountable or find a system to make sure you're accountable, none of this is gonna work. So what did you try before? Because I know you because we didn't mention this earlier, but I remember you did tell me you tried coaching before.
Yeah.
Different from that program, and what was different from my program that you feel like this one was able to give you the results you wanted?
Yeah. Yeah, I did mention to you that I had tried a couple of coaches before, and things that did not work. Mostly everybody would just give me their program and like,
Mm-hmm.
here's the formula, you go follow it, and we'll check in every once in a while, maybe once a week. We'll do check-ins here and there.
And you didn't like that, or you did like that?
I didn't like it didn't work with me and my
Mm-hmm.
schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so working with you, there was more hands-on and accountability on a day-to-day basis. Not only did you sit down and ask me, what my calendar looked like from the beginning so that you could develop a program that fit in my lifestyle and in my day-to-day basis, but also you were there every single day making sure that one, I was completing my steps, my workouts, and holding me accountable for it. And then the things, I was telling you earlier, having the tough conversations. You did a FaceTime call one day that uh it was not it was not what I wanted to hear, but
Bro,
you,
I didn't want to say those things either. But I was
yes,
like, I'm like, what was going in my head? I was like, bro, he's trusting me to get him to be the person he wants to be. And these tough conversations, you can't have a transformational event in your life without transformational conversations. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, keep going.
And so I think we all need those, kind of like reality checks. Like we think we got this, we think that, yeah, I'll do it when I can. It's like, but we need that reality check. We need somebody to slap us in the face and tell us the things that we need to hear that we do not want to hear. I did not want to hear the things that you told me, which were that I was making decisions that were disregarding myself and were pushing me away
Mm-hmm.
from the goal, from losing weight and just building bad habits. And so that having those conversations just made me have a mindset shift. And I told you, like, ever since then, since that call, I think it was halfway through the last 3 months, I've been locked in, and I've
Yeah.
been putting in more work. I've been putting in more work, more progress, obviously, and then the results have been reflecting.
All right. Is it easier now to stay consistent than before?
Yeah, yes. So at the beginning, my mind, if I got home late from work, because I would have long days, my mind would tell me, okay, you're tired, you need to get some rest. Tomorrow is another big day, you have to be up early.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you should get some rest so that tomorrow you can be at 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But then having you holding me accountable, even when I was tired, even when I felt like I did not want to do the work,
Right.
that pushed me. That was like a breakthrough moment for me, so that now I don't need you to reach out to me because I'm gonna get it done anyways. Even though you're still reaching out to me, I'm
Mhm.
still getting the work done. And
Right.
so building that consistency took a lot of accountability, even though I thought I could do it by myself, but with so much on my hands and all the things that I was prioritizing. I needed somebody to, you know, hold me and just like hold me accountable and push
Right.
me in those moments that I needed.
And now you know your limits now. That you were capable of way more now than before. You
And that
know?
was the other thing, one time you
Mhm.
told me, I know you can do this. You were telling me, I know you're capable of this. I can tell you, Ricardo. And so just hearing those things gave me hope that fuck yeah, I got this. Like if somebody else is seeing the things that I can't see, this means that I got the potential in me.
Yeah.
Because
And it's true, yeah. Because I think entrepreneurship and fitness are very like tied together. You got to be disciplined. You got to do things when you don't feel like it. You got to put in the hours. You got to put in the reps.
yeah,
So when I was like, bro, you run a successful business. I know what you're capable of, bro. You have undeniable evidence about you. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah. So then that was extremely helpful. All of those things, the accountability, the tough conversations, and just having you to give me that hope that sometimes we tell ourselves our mind, our subconscious mind is programmed in a way that we tell ourselves things that are not in alignment to where we want to go, but we don't realize that it may be because we've gone through some trauma in our pasts that our mind is programmed in a way to tell, fuck, like you're probably just gonna be like this, for the rest of your life. Like maybe you're not meant, to do all these other things. But then having that coach, having that person show you that you got this was my mindset shifting.
right. And I'm glad, bro. I'm glad because um, positive reinforcement, you know, and those tough conversations. I definitely think if done well, you can really help someone become the person they want to be. Um, I want to talk a little bit more about Latino culture, bro, because
Yeah,
um, we're not known for being the fittest, bro, especially
yeah.
you built yourself up financially, the business is growing, maybe you're a six-figure earner. What would you tell to someone that has the money now, but is still on the fence?
It's easy to say, yeah, I can do this by myself. It's the ego thing that we tell ourselves, yeah, man, I got this. I can do this by myself. Why do I need to pay somebody to help me with this? Like, I can do this by myself. All I need to do is just to eat healthy or eat less and then work
Mhm,
out. But then you realize that you're not making any progress, or if you are,
mhm,
then it's taking years to get you to where you want to go.
mhm.
And so, one education aspect, like in our community, in our Latino community, we weren't taught uh, fitness health. We weren't taught what macronutrients are. What is how to track a protein, fat, carbs. Like we eat heavily in carbs.
Bro, pura harina, bro.
Yes, literally. And so even though sometimes we think, okay, today I ate, I didn't eat that much, but then you didn't track your calories. You didn't realize how many calories a pupusa had, and then you had 2 in the morning, afternoon, and then dinner. Maybe you have a tamale, and that is a lot of calories, and you're not realizing that over time that's just making you gain overweight, and then you look 2 3 years later, you've gained all this weight that you didn't realize that it was all these little things in back in the road that you were doing that were adding up to that. And so one, I would say put your ego aside because we think we got this and maybe you're putting in the work by yourself and you're making progress but it's not getting you there faster. You need a coach that's gonna hold you accountable. Two, the money is not going to make you happy, right? Maybe you are making six figures, maybe you are comfortable. You get into a place that you're getting comfortable with the lifestyle that you're building and how much progress you've made. in the last few years, but the money's not gonna make you happy. It's all of the things you do outside of life that bring you purpose and fulfillment, right? How does your physical health goes in alignment with your family, right? How are you gonna serve your family being out of shape?
Right.
How are you, building bad habits and your kids in the future? Let's say, you're getting home, you're just watching Netflix and then you're eating, you're going to sleep. Are those the things that you want to teach your children? All of those things. And so money, even though you may be there
Mm-hmm.
financially, or maybe you may be comfortable, but in reality, like there is no limit to so many things in life, and financially, physically. Realize that your physical health is gonna get you closer to where you want to go. And if you feel like you have no purpose in life, then go back and start working on yourself.
Okay.
And physical health is should be one of the first things.
So, so I understand what you meant. So you're saying if you have no goal set for yourself, at least start with getting in better shape.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you see yourself going next now that you're this new person?
The beauty of personal development is just getting 1% better, right?
Mhm.
And so even though I've made progress, I still want more. I still am not comfortable. I
Yeah.
don't want to be comfortable in life. Like every
No.
single day until I die, I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be uncomfortable doing the, I want to be comfortable doing the uncomfortable
Right.
things, which is the same thing at the gym. Obviously it's gonna hurt pushing on the very last rep, but those things are gonna things
Mhm.
that break you and build you up to the person that you want to become.
Like especially like ambitious people, like why do you think we're like that? Where it's like, but I want to climb another mountain. Then we get to the top and you're like, but look how big that one is though. And like, it's just like, why do you think we're like that?
I think it goes back to what I was saying, purpose and having something to work for. If you don't have anything in life to work for, then it gets boring. You're comfortable. You get just complacent, right?
Mhm.
And then I find a lot of joy and
Mhm.
happiness doing those things. You know, Being comfortable, there's not going to be any motivations. And when we do, when we put in the work, even when it's tough, we may not have the motivations, but the motivations will come as the results also reflect
Bro,
what we're
that's so
putting.
fact. Like more motivation comes as you progress further. Like that is so true. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
But where
guess.
do I want to go?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I want to continue to lose more body fat. I want to continue to get leaner, and then from there, I want to change the goal from losing weight to bulking up, and then go
Mhm.
back to losing fat again, so that way I can get shredded.
So constantly just improving your body compositions, just sculpting the physique you want is basically your overall goal.
That's
And
literally the mindset. Yeah, like
mhm.
sculpting it. It's my body is my piece of art, and I'm building
Right.
it over time.
For all the Latino people, and if your younger self or the version of you 3 months ago was next to you, what would be the one piece of advice you would give them to help them get them to where they want to be in terms of their health?
Look for help.
Look for help. Look for help.
Yes, look for help, and that could be a coach. That could be, you know, somebody that is doing the things that you want to do. Somebody that's at the place that you want to be. Even if it's not just in physical health, even if it's in other things of life, like look for a mentor. If
Mm-hmm.
it's if somebody's having the lifestyle that you want to build and they started where you are now,
Mm-hmm.
you need that mentorship, you need that coaching so that you can get there faster. Otherwise, it may take you, a lifetime, and we only have one life,
Yeah,
one
bro.
life. And what are we gonna do in this life?
Perfect. Right. Perfect. All right, Ricardo. Those are all my questions, Papi. Um, I'm so proud of you, honestly. Um, I look back at your pictures, bro. Um, I sent my girlfriend. I don't. I remember sending you this, but like when I sent her those pictures of this is one of my clients. This is him from like some time back, and this is him recently. You were at Korean barbecue, and when she said, "Whoa, he looks so different," like I felt so just so happy for you because I'm like, this is what I saw 3 months ago. Like literally, like that where you are right now. I'm like, literally see it. And now that other people see what I had up in here, and I'm like, I know it's in him. I'm gonna bring it out. That brought me so much joy. And I'm just proud of like your who you've become now, bro. Like it's middle of the night, and you're like, but we still got work we gotta do.
Yeah.
And now
No.
you're go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Bro, thank you for seeing my potential, because the same thing applies in my job. When we find someone, we see the
Mhm.
potential. You saw the potential I wasn't seeing in myself, and then you helped me tap into it, and you held me accountable to it. And here we are, 3 months later, 20 pounds down and hungrier for more. Like, this is not over. I'm
Mm.
I'm building a lifestyle, and I want to continue to put in more work, therefore more results.
Nah, nah. All right, puppy. Um, thank you so much for your time. Uh, we still got work we gotta do, but bro, I'm insanely proud of you. Like all this aside right now, like I'm so proud of you. Like you're gonna be a great father. You are a great leader. You live by what you practice what you preach. You set a goal, you do it. Set your ego aside. You when you need help, you say it. Like those are all qualities of a great man. So I'm proud of you, puppy.
Thanks, bro. No, again, thanks for your help, and I could not do this by myself.
If you're a real man who's already stepped up and took care of the people you love, don't let being overweight be the reason why you can't protect what you've already built. Click the first link in the description below, book a one-on-one call with me, and we can prevent that from happening, puppy.